Well, it is the next morning, and I have been busy actually quite a bit today. It is probably around 2, 3 o'clock in the evening, and I have done this over here. I went into town this morning and picked up a couple of things I found at the small dealership, the used dealer, just down the road there, right over there. The little junkyard in the back of their building. I asked if I could do some poking around back there, and they said, yeah, go for it. And I found a bunch of old pallets, and I picked them up, as well as, an old wheelbarrow, a couple old wheelbarrows, shovels, and buckets, and little things here and there, and an IBC tank. And I've used some of the pallets and stuff here, old buckets and whatnot. And I have started a little garden. That's what I've been working on this morning. And instead of building the house right here, I think I'm going to do the garden. And I think the house is going to go maybe... See, here's the driveway coming in from the main road. So I'm thinking maybe the house can go like right in here. Maybe the house or a cabin, whichever I decide to go with. But I have a trailer load of garden substrate that I need to get put out into this garden area. And then I got to go back into town and pick up some fertilizer, as well as some seeds to get this garden going. But I'm going to go ahead and spend, I don't know, maybe the next couple of hours or so, or hour at least, getting each of these bags of garden substrate emptied out into the garden. Just gonna lay it out. I've already got the grass and everything kind of scraped away, and yeah, so we're starting with a fresh plot. So yeah, let me work away at this for a little bit, and go get the fertilizer and seed, and go from there. Alright, well, I'm back from the store. I've got one more trip to make into town. I gotta get some straw to lay out, just to kind of help move along the growth of the plants. So I got some seed mixture of tomatoes and strawberries and lettuce and whatnot. Then I also have a bunch of fertilizer. So I'm going to go ahead and get all of this laid out and organize the strawberries and stuff. Maybe just mix them all up. I don't know yet. We'll see how it goes, but I'm going to go ahead and get all of this stuff laid out into the garden, make one last trip to the store and pick up some straw and get that laid in here. And we're going to need to get some water, which I believe we could just fill up into this. Maybe set up something, fill system. We could fill up the buckets and stuff and kind of water it as we need to. We could always fill this up with some water and move it over here to act as a watering system. But yeah, for now, I'm going to go ahead and get all this laid out and go to the store, get some straw, and be back here in just a minute. Okay, so we got the straw and the fertilizer and seed and garden substrate. Everything is in the garden. We just need to get it watered. But while I was up here at the dealership earlier, digging around in this little scrapyard behind the building, I did see a little tank that he said that somebody just dropped off not too long ago. So he said I'm more than welcome to it. So I'm gonna head down there and pick it up, and we need to bring our tractor because our truck and our Jeep does not have the correct attachment type on the back. So we're gonna slowly make our way over to the dealership, pick up that tank, and find somewhere to fill it up while we're in town. Maybe see if Jimmy's got a fill point, somewhere like a water hose or something that we can fill up at real quick. And then we'll get back to the property and probably just go ahead and add the water into the IBC tank there in the garden, and that way we can get that going. So you know, it's been pretty quiet. We did get that note in the mail yesterday from those weirdos from across the street from us. I haven't seen them at all. I haven't heard from them at all today. I haven't seen them really in a couple of days. So I don't know. Maybe they're laying low or something. I don't know. I have noticed some strange smells around the property though, and it seems to be coming from that area, and it's usually just whenever the the wind is blowing in our direction. And it looks like he dropped the arm here, but he said we're more than welcome to just come on in, so we'll pick that up. They're still here anyways, so he knows I was on my way to come and pick up that tank, so no big deal. And we'll get this gate opened up and get back here and get this tank. Alright, so here's the tank. Got it all hooked up to the tractor. It's it's not too bad. It's dirty. It's got a little bit of rust and wear on it, but I think this is gonna do perfect for what we need. And yeah, I've been looking around a little bit here and there, seeing what else he has. You know, he's got some old pipe and stuff laying around. We may end up coming to pick up some more of this stuff. He does have another tractor. This sheet metal is pretty rusty. That bus, I mean, you know, obviously none of this stuff in here runs, so I don't know if it would really be worth our time. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get on out of here, get back to the property. Actually, we'll go over to Jimmy's real quick and see if he's got somewhere to fill up this water tank real quick. Okay, so this little water tower right here is actually a community water access point provided by the county, which is pretty cool. You just come up and fill it as you need it. It doesn't really cost anything. Kind of surprised, but yeah. So we got our water fill point there. So let's get on back over to the property. Let's get this water loaded up into that IBC tank so we can get things going with the garden. Jimmy didn't need anything done today, so we just kind of took the day to work on our property, get that garden. I've been working on that garden all day. As you can see, it's starting to get a little bit late in the evening. No big deal. Probably just call it a night after this, and in the morning we do need to come over here to Jimmy's and see if he needs anything, or I'll probably just call him in the morning. But if anything, we could always cut some more trees down and start clearing out some more land for where we want to actually build the house. Maybe even think about clearing an area for some chickens. Some chickens would be nice. Maybe some pigs or goats might be, or sheep rather, would be good. But definitely some chickens would be good. We could always sell some eggs to make some money on the side. To be honest, I really don't know how long I'll be working for Jimmy. He knows that it was just kind of a temporary thing. Until I kind of got things rolling on my own over here. So I don't know how much longer I'll be working for Jimmy. I think he was talking about selling the farm anyways. I don't know, maybe we could look into buying it from him. Not really sure I want to buy a piece of property that is on the grid. You know, our whole purpose of coming out here was to be off-grid. It's self-sustainable. and everything. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this water. We may need to just push this straw out of the way though. That should be okay. Alright. Alright, so we got the hose all hooked up and filling up this water tank. We should be good. So I think for now what we'll do is probably just leave all this hooked up right here for now. So we'll go ahead and shut that thing off so we're not running up any fuel. Yeah, so let me get the seeds all planted and everything, and we should be set. Alright, so we got all the little plants and seeds and everything put in just to get us going. We got a mixture of lettuce, tomato, and strawberry. And yeah, so I'll start putting together some boxes and pallets of stuff just right along here for us to pick up every once in a while. I'm not going to bore you guys with actually picking the plants and stuff. So yeah, we'll go ahead and leave that stuff there for now. And I'm thinking we're definitely going to need to put a fence up. And I have some wood and stuff here that I found there in the scrapyard as well while when I was there this morning, that we could possibly start building a fence, but I don't know if we'll get the fence done today. It would be good to have a fence up just to keep the deer and the wildlife and everything out of our garden. But we also, speaking of deer, there's a bunch of them right there. So we also need to clear out some area over here. So our driveway is right here. And I'm thinking we can clear out a couple of trees right here. So I got the chainsaw. And let's go ahead, we're going to leave that tree that we just passed there. Let's go ahead and start cutting some trees here. Want that one gone. Go ahead and cut that one. And I think maybe we'll cut this one. We'll probably go ahead and cut this guy as well. Getting pretty lucky with them missing the other trees as they're going down. I'm trying to cut them all in the same sort of direction. There we go. And I think maybe we'll cut this one right here. Alright, that should be enough there. I'll worry about getting the stumps and all of that. We'll debranch these trees. I just wanted to get them cut down so we can kind of start looking at where we want to put the house. Those will be some more logs that we could set off to the side to season and decide what we're going to do with them. So our driveway is right here, and we can have it split going this way to the house, and then split going this way to our other access area right here. And we need to think about where I would put some chickens. And thinking maybe we could put them over here, and we may not even need to cut any trees down. I'll have to see what I could do with that. But let me think about what I'm going to do here with the fence and what I'm going to do with the chickens, and kind of think about, because I've got a couple of blueprints in my mind on the house, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I've been looking around and thinking about some stuff. We are definitely going to do a log cabin, and it's going to go there, obviously. So we'll start to process these logs and everything and get them set off to the side. As far as a chicken area, I think I'm just going to build one out of some logs. We'll take some logs over to a local sawmill, get them processed, and we'll start building a little building and a fenced-in area right here in this area. We're not going to need to cut down any more trees. This little area right here is pretty open, so I think we'll be okay there. We may end up needing to cut this one down. I don't know. We may be able to get away with not doing it. I don't want to cut down that many trees where I don't need to. Obviously, if we were going to start getting into some arable farmland and doing some crops, we're going to need to clear out some trees in order to plow some land. But we'll get to that whenever we get to it. But yeah, definitely going to put the chicken coop area right here, as well as the house over there, the log cabin. So yeah, I think it is getting pretty late in the evening, so I'm going to cook up some dinner and probably call it a night.